hey, let's film. So today I want to show you guys how to do photo shoots by yourself. A lot of the times what happens is you don't have anybody and you want to go out and shoot. Well, this is a perfect example of how I'm going to show you how I do my photo shoots whenever I don't have anybody to come with me. So let's go. One of the things you gotta make sure you do is go scouting locations. It's very important to go find where you want to go shoot and kind of have a little concept of an idea of what you were trying to do before you go out and shoot. But if you don't have anything, obviously walking around, it's always good to find just places where you can take photos. Right now we're gonna go check out that location over there. That's where we'll be. To have obviously would be a tripod. Always helps out. So if you don't have one, it's always a good investment even if you get a cheap one. Next thing obviously is your camera. So if you don't have a nice camera or you haven't bought one, guess what you have as well? Trusty dandy phone. Let's check out the gear and set it up and let's see what we can do. See, we have the tripod and the camera set up. For me, I'm using a camera since that's what I have available to myself, but don't worry, I'll be showing you what else you can use if you don't have one. Next thing what I do is I make sure that I have my settings dialed in. I like to shoot manual because I have more control how much light I'm letting in, so working with my aperture and how fast my shutter speed is and so on and so forth. So after I have everything set up, I tend to work with manual mode here with the lens because whenever I'm standing over there, I want to be able to know how focused I'll be. So make sure that if you have a manual mode, obviously use it. Next thing to do is set the timer on your camera, and just as long as you have your focus set in, kind of know where it's going to be, and then just click the timer and go. As you can tell, that's just kind of what I do until I get the focus right, and also whenever I'm just trying to check to see how far away I want to move, I want to get up closer. So it always works whenever you kind of just do it by yourself like that, since if you don't have anybody, that's what I do. So after I take a couple photos in one location, I just kind of pack up and go somewhere else. So let's go find another spot to go take some photos. So right now we're just kind of walking and trying to find a new location of where to take photos, and I think we kind of found something different, something I like, I guess you should say, but I'm excited. Sometimes just like inspiration strikes you. Not always will you have a plan, so you just kind of have to go and do it. See, the lighting there looks pretty cool. I really enjoy that, but sadly the sun's a little harsh there, so I probably won't pick that. So I'm gonna go with a little bit more crowd control there with the light. So I'm gonna try to focus it right and get the right settings for a nice cool photo with the forest. As you see now, my tripod is set up. I put my camera again, so we're gonna take a couple photos with my camera, and then I'm gonna show you a good system to use for your phone. And it's quite inexpensive, so the most expensive part will probably finding a tripod and a mount for your phone, which can be pretty cheap compared to just having to buy a complete camera, because obviously you're already spent a lot of money on your phone, so might as well use it to your advantage. Let's go. Alright, so let's pretend you don't have a camera. I'm going to show you my camera rig with my phone. So let's go. Get your phone. And I found this at, I think, Ross or something like that for like $5. So we're going to mount it onto my tripod. This is the reason why I say you need a tripod, because not always will you have a way to set up your phone on the ground or anything like that, so it'll look a lot better if it's kind of mounted or a certain way. So I'm gonna set up my rig for my phone and we'll take a couple photos. Let's see how they turn out. I simply put it like about like the portrait mode. It just kind of looks cool, sometimes square, whatever, but I'm just gonna go with portrait mode. I put my timer up there already and I'm just gonna hit go. I got my 10 seconds. so that's basically my setup for my phone as well. So see, anybody can go out and take photos, so just make sure that all you have to do is just go out. Anyways guys, obviously with this technique you can also use it for doing your own photo shoots with your bandmates if that's what you want to do. Sometimes you don't have anybody else that kind of knows how to handle a camera, so that's what I've had to do, just kind of set the settings, focus it to them, and then boom, jump in there with the timers going. So it kind of helps out, so never be afraid to do that as well. So hopefully this helps you out. Enjoy.